Hello, everyone. Hi. So, wow, one week has passed. And then last week we have Wesley Chan. And then this week we managed to find Peter Seow to share with us his tips of effective real estate video. We are so lucky. Okay, we are so lucky to have Peter. So a little bit introduction about myself and also Peter. Okay, before we give him few exciting question here. So I am Philo. I'm the agency leader for PropNex Sabah. We designed this live show as exclusive sharing is because we want to inspire more people in Facebook audience, as well as to help out agents during this crisis. Okay, during this tough time, I think a lot of agents are adjusting themselves to a new norm. And then, of course, before Peter, we have other guests also. Some of them also share about how they close sales during this during this pandemic. And then I've been doing this sharing for almost 2 months. And then I hope that we can continue like this to inspire more people, because we need a more positive energy at this kind of environment right now. And then Yeah, so today we are so lucky to have Peter. So Peter, a little bit about Peter, interesting story. So Peter started at his young age doing his own business. And then he was also with New Skin before as a Blue Diamond. Okay, salute you for that one, Peter. And then before he joined real estate, I'm sure that he also experienced a lot more on his own business lah. Okay, and then in real estate for 5 years. So before PropNex, he's a lone ranger. He said, a lone ranger, and then joined PropNex in October 2019, and in January 2019, after 1 year, okay, Peter become our group leader, and then in his wing he got about 30 over people under him. So thank you, Peter, for being with us tonight. Yeah, very humble guy here. Okay, so yeah, humble and bubbly guy, I can say. So today Peter's gonna share with us his tips on effective real estate video. Okay, why do I find Peter as one of my guests? Because if you go to Peter's YouTube, okay, YouTube video collection, I can say there's a lot of collection there, and then one of the video has 50 over 1,000 views. Peter, how do you do that? This is the secret that we want from you, you know. So you share with us, okay? Okay.
Yeah, sure.
PropNex culture lah, we like to share lah, right? So let me start with the first question to you, okay? First thing for all, I'm very curious about this name that you put in your YouTube. It's not Peter Seow Real Estate, but you put Malaysia Property TV, okay?
Right.
It's very attractive name here. And then why Malaysia PropNex? Why Malaysia Property TV? Why not just write on your own personal name like that?
Oh, okay. About the name, it took me quite a few days to crack my head to think of a name, because I wanted a name that is simple, short, and easy to remember. You see, names such as Grab is so easy to remember. Even have it in our daily life. Do you want to grab food or that? Okay, so it took me a few days. Then one day this idea came into my mind, Malaysia Property TV, and I love this name so much, especially when you have it in a short form. It's called MPTV, so it's easy. MPTV, so it's easy to remember. So if you look at video, I have Malaysia Property TV, then I will shrink it into become MPTV. Okay, so that's how the logo looks like as well. So what I love about this name is, although we are focusing on local KL, but we have buyers that can come from any states or even any countries internationally. So this name is so well presented to the local buyer, because it's the whole Malaysia, and to the international market, it's so easy for them to remember that, okay, Malaysia Property TV. If I want to know anything about property, this is a channel where I will go into, and it's so easy for them to remember. So I have this name. So back to why I did not use my personal name, is because before I started my channel, I realized that there's a lot of negotiators are facing challenges. So I'm not the first one who came up with the video idea. There are so many of them that have done it way before me. But we do realize that there are a lot of them, eventually, they gave up halfway. Gave up halfway. So the biggest challenge that negotiators are facing when it comes to being present on social media, especially when it comes to video, because video is something that is not easy to produce, but it's getting easier and easier now. It's getting so much more easier now. So the biggest challenges, one of the challenges is the inconsistency to be present in the social media. So the other challenge is the challenges of not being able to reach out to a bigger size of audience. Because when it comes to real estate, right, all of us, we have our focus area. So for agent A, they may be focusing on location A. So if I want to make a presence in the social media world, I will be promoting a lot of things about location A. But that is where I come to a point where I may run out of ideas. I may run out of content. I have done so many videos about these two condos. What else should I be? How many videos more you want me to be doing? Yeah. But the problem is, if we only produce things on location A, people in location B, C, and D, and E are not going to be interested in what you are promoting to them. So why not? MPTV is a platform that is created for everyone from in my division, so that they have a smooth journey in starting their first video. Because the biggest challenges is to start your first video. And the next challenge is how to be consistent. So this MPTV is a channel, a platform where it can help everyone to leverage on each other. Because today you may be focusing on location A, and she may be focusing on location B, and the other one may be focusing on Mont Kiara, and you may be focusing on Ambang. Yeah. So why not we have everyone together in this channel? So when you have your Ambang video out, people from Taman Tun, Mont Kiara can see your video as well. And when she has her Taman Tun video out, everyone from Ambang, Mont Kiara can see her video as well. So this is how we build a platform. And slowly, this will gradually grow to a bigger audience size. So it will make our life easier and easier to reach out to more people. Yeah, so that is why I came out with this platform, MPTV, so that it's a win-win platform for everyone to start their video journey and to reach out to the bigger size of audience.
So they will leverage into this Malaysia property TV, I can say platform lah. I can say something like that lah, right? Very good idea. Very good idea you have.
Thank you very much.
My second question to you: what is your highest rate in that case? Your audience that view, as I mentioned just now, 50%. Were you surprised? Were you surprised that it come up with to 50 over 1,000, or what do you think is the rightly that you achieve at such a high view numbers? Could it be a topic, or is it because of the length of the video, or how does it go about?
I didn't realize it because the video that achieved the highest view was 52,000 views. It was a video that I've done pretty long back, at least 6 months back. So the beauty of social media is if someone likes your video, they will just share around you without you even knowing it. So I think a few things that really capture people's attention is high-end and luxury properties tend to attract more attention. And when I say high-end luxury, I don't mean that you have to be doing video for bungalow and household. Even if you are focusing on properties such as 500,000 properties, right? But if that property can represent a value of 1 million or 800,000, I think it's good to do that as well. Because in social media world, what people like is they like the impossible to become possible. They like to see things that is impossible, but you can make it possible to them. So these are the things. And another things that I realize that may be important is something that a lot of time we will not pay a focus on is the thumbnails, the YouTube thumbnails that you have, the Facebook thumbnails that you have. Before even people click your video, they see the thumbnails that are attractive enough to click it. Okay. Next thing that we can have is if you have lots of video in your channel, right? Then you can actually add in the cuts and the end screen. So when you about to finish a YouTube, right? Then there's another 2 video pop up. Oh, click this one and click this one. I think that one helps a lot as well. Yeah. Especially when you are doing the same category of properties, right? Then the people with the same interest would like to explore more further on the properties that you have.
Interesting. I should try that one. Very interesting. So so from here, you choose. Why do you choose this kind of approach to sell your property? You can do a lot of things. You can post in iProperty or whatever like that, but you choose this kind of approach. Does it help you to have a quality leads?
Yes, it does. So because people that will go to YouTube to search for, people who will see you are people usually who search for certain keywords. So people who search for you, right, who search for that particular videos, who are able to find you, are people who already have a strong interest in it. Yeah. Okay, but the beauty about video is, compared to iProperty, the beauty of video is once you post a video, right, even 1, 2, or 3 years later, you will still get people calling you.
Oh, that is very good.
Right, but when it comes to property advertisement platform, once you stop advertising, that is where you stop getting the leads and inquiries. So, so I started video platform is because I follow a lot of technology news. I like to see what is happening in the world, what is changing the world now, and what could be changing the world in the future. So video is playing a very important role. So I think from what we can see, how Facebook invested their effort and time and money to create to make Facebook into a video-friendly platform, to make Facebook into a Facebook Live platform, and how Instagram implemented IGTV stories, and during the pandemic, how TikTok has grown millions and millions of users in this short period of times, right? So we can see that the role of video is getting more and more important. So that is where people are going to divert their attention to. So wherever people have their attention on, their focus on, wherever they are going to have their time spent there, we should be present there. If not, we will be out of the game. So especially now during the pandemic, right? During the pandemic, after this lockdown, we have seen that a lot of buyers are changing their behavior. The consumer behavior are changing. So buyers, home buyers, they are looking for an alternative way other than physical viewing. Do they have any other option where they can buy a property through video, or they can buy a property through they can have a different experience with the agents? So we can see that during the pandemic, there are a lot of our colleagues who are closing deals without showing the houses as well. So that is where we are moving towards. So we have to know what is going to happen. And one thing I love about video is it helps my seller to have a smooth selling process, especially for sellers who are staying in that house. So this can help them to filter the buyer by having less physical viewings in the house, so that they can enjoy the whole process of selling. And when you have your video on the social media platform, right, you're able to target your video to the selected group of people that you want, the selected location of people that you want, and people with a selected interest. So that is the beauty of video. And one thing that is great about social media world is people love to share around. They love to share to their family. They love to share with their friends. If they see some video about, Philo told me before that she's looking for a bungalow house, and if you saw this video about bungalow house, she would just share it to you. Yeah. So whether they like it or not, the video is going to pop up in front of them. But for property advertisement platform, you will need to go at property to search for it. So your friends is not going to do that. But when your friend in the Facebook, when they saw something like this, they will share it with you.
It's true. It's very true. So which means that, okay, which means that in YouTube, so people search for it, and then after that they can share it with their friends, and then so which means that if you showcase one house like that, and then the whole the friend can actually apparently see the whole house really as an open house like that, you know. So
that's right.
So it's a very good idea. Okay, my next question to you. Okay, so what are the challenges that you have experienced, okay, in developing a good video, and how do you overcome it?
Okay, the challenges that I've experienced, I think most of the biggest challenges that everyone will have in developing a video is to have your first video out there. So I started my first video somewhere end of I think somewhere in middle of 2019. I am supposed to have my first video started since a year back. So 1 year before that, I have already have this idea of doing a video. I strongly believe in video. I strongly believe that video is going to change. It's going to be the next thing. But the thing is, I kept telling my associates, I kept telling them that, hey, you should be doing video, you should be doing video, you should be doing video. But I'm not doing it. Okay, because a year ago, more than a year ago, before I had my first video, I still have this uncertainty on how the internet world is going to respond to it. Okay, so I think one of the biggest challenge my advice can give to everyone else is to start by accepting the not so good video that you have done. Because you may think that it's not so good, but when you post out there, a lot of people think that it's so good, it's good enough already. But the biggest challenge that we have is ourselves. We are so not used to having us in the video, seeing ourselves in the video. We're so not used to it. You're so not used to it. So we are the biggest critic in our video. Even if you're doing a video editing, you still feel, even if you're not in that video, you just edited a video, you will still feel that my video is not good enough. Yeah. So should I post it out there? And my advice to everyone out there is your best video is the first video you posted. Whether it's good or bad, it's going to be the first video posted because at least you took the action. You need to start somewhere, somehow. So I attended this seminar. One of the seminar I attended, this very famous digital marketing guru Gary Vaynerchuk. So he had a 30-minute sharing. I enjoyed his sharing so much, and one of the sentences he spoke that I remember so much on was that he said, the sooner you are immune to how the outside world look at you and comment about you, the sooner you will be successful in internet. The sooner you will overcome all the challenges you have. So it took me so long to get my first video. My friend did my first video for me. He did my first video for me, and once he did my first video, right, I told him that, okay, thanks for the video. I will decide when to post it. So I didn't want to post it. But a few months later, some owner told me that I saw your video. So I was thinking that who's the one who posted it. But trust, when he posted the video a few months back without me knowing, then when I knew about it, when my owner told me about that, once I saw the video, my first feeling is a sense of relief. Actually, it's not that hard. You just need the video to be out there.
Correct.
You just need the video to be out there. So I think the biggest challenges is having your first video out there.
Very good. Very good advice or very good tips. So for those that haven't done any video yet, and then you keep on want to try out, and then after that, then you don't have the first step. I think Peter today motivates those who wants to do it lah. Okay.
Yeah, if I can do it, you guys can do it. Yeah.
Exactly. So my next question to you, Peter.
Yeah.
So which app do you recommend? Okay, which app do you recommend on editing video? And how does it cost? Roughly how much? And then is there any free app that you can recommend? Or some of us in this is very new. What to learn and practice from this app? Or what's your takeaway? What tips can you give it to us?
Okay, if you are a laptop user, there's one software that I love a lot is Wondershare Filmora.
Okay.
Wondershare Filmora. So you can try the free version. You can even edit the video with a free version. You can even produce a video with a free version, but the problem is you are going to have a watermark there. So if you don't mind about it, if you want to try on your first trial stage, you can go with Wondershare Filmora until you are happy with the software, until you find it comfortable. Then you can actually start using, you can start paying it. So it costs around 40 USD a year. So it's around close, maybe less than 200. So I think it's a very good software to start. If you are a computer
very reasonable
user,
price.
Very reasonable price, and it can help you to produce so many videos, especially when you're in real estate. Less than 200 is a very, very low investment cost for you to start your video journey. If you are a phone user, smartphone user, you can go with an app called InShot. I'm sure a lot of us know about this. Okay. One of my associates, she produced a whole property walkthrough video just by using InShot. And
amazing.
It looks like being edited by using a professional software. Everything just by the tips of a finger over the phone, and she produced an amazing video. But for him, if you are happy with it, for InShot, you can use the free version. But if you are happy and if you want to advance further, he paid around 50 ringgit for the whole InShot paid apps. So he is able to edit amazing videos with it. Okay. Then another one is Luma Fusion. LUMA for Fusion, Luma Fusion. Okay. And the last one that I like to recommend is TikTok. You can edit amazing video just by using TikTok. There's so many video editing features in it. So many video editing features in it. So there's no way for us not to edit videos because there's so many support given on these free video editing apps.
I should try on that one. Good tips, Peter. So my next question to you, are you able to give us tips on creating a very good video? Like you have created so many good ones. Any tips from your side?
Okay, so for videos, right, my first advice is always be prepared. So when I say prepared, right, be well prepared. So today you are presenting a house, a property to someone. So for you to be prepared means that you need to understand everything from the outside, the facade, whatever that has something to do with your properties, you need to be the person who knows about it. If you don't know much about how to present it, then you need to invest more time to do it. So from the facade up to the interior, up to the style, up to the materials they're using, I would actually invest a lot of my time on Google to find out about this. And if I can't get the answer from Google, I will actually call up or meet up with my professional friends, like interior designers, or that I would ask them a lot of things like, hey, what style is this kitchen? What style is this living room? That is where we learn. That is where we learn, and that is where we build our skills. So the good thing about video is it helps you a lot to improve on your viewing, on your presentation or viewing, because you really put in the time and effort to study about it. Then the next advice is to rehearse and rehearse again. Do a lot of rehearsal, because for me, I'm not a natural born talent on video, so I need to do a lot of rehearsal. I have to start by memorizing my script. Then it gets better and it gets better. So one way for those who have never done your first video, I have here's a very good things that you can try. For you to do a property walkthrough, it may be hard. But if I were to tell you to introduce three must-go foods in KK, would it be easy? If I'm a tourist and you do a video and I want you to do a video on introducing me 3 places, must-go restaurants in KK, is that easy?
Easy.
Okay, so what would be the first one, Philo?
Oh, well, a lot of Sang Nhục Mìn Lai, all this.
Then the second one?
Nhiều chap la, and then
after that. Okay. So just imagine you are in the house. You are in the living room. That's store A, Sang Nhục Mìn. So start by introducing your living room as the best Sang Nhục Mìn store. So this is the Sang Nhục Mìn store. Why do I want to recommend this Sang Nhục Mìn store to you? It's because I love whatever about this store. Then walk to the kitchen. That's store B. That's where your ngao chap, or ngao chap. That's where your ngao chap is. Okay. So why I love on your side is because they have their original sauce, their favorite sauce. Whatever you love to introduce, start with that. But walk around your house and start practicing it. Then the third store, the store C, is in a big room. So why you like about the store C, why you like about the foods there, proceed to a bedroom and introduce it. So as you go on with this, then you are very familiar with the flow. How the flow works, then you can start to adding some properties elements into it. Yeah, so that is for the rehearsal part.
Well, I'm so excited already. Probably I will talk to some of our agents. Say, hey, come, let's try out this.
Try in the meeting room. I tried with my agent in the meeting room. So she has to introduce me 3 favorite foods in the meeting room. But it helps. It helps because these are things that you're good at. It's just that you don't know that you can be this good in terms of property walkthrough. You just don't know about it. So another tips is always think of why would people invest 5 to 10 minutes of their time in watching your video. If it's possible, start your video by having a 10-second powerful phrase. Have you ever imagined living in a 500,000 properties that can give you living in a 500,000 double-story house in the heart of the city, something like this? A powerful phrase, 5 to 10 second phrase, because when the video pour out in front of someone, that someone is going to spare you 5 to 7 to 8 seconds of their time for you to deliver the message to them. Then they will decide if they are going to continue that video. So always start with a powerful phrase.
So the title on top also the title also you put also quite important. I suppose. Does it follow your phrase or the title of your YouTube, or it's just the name of that property? What's your advice?
The title plays a very important role because especially in YouTube, people are going to, whether the person can find your video is through the title and through your description as well. Through your description, a lot of us don't know that whatever we put in a description are also going to be part of the keyword search, right? So your title will determine which page you are going to be on, and your view rates and how people respond to your video is going to decide which ranking are you in the page. Which ranking are you in the page. So title is very important. If you can maximize the whole length of title, try to maximize it and try to write writing a good description is very important as well. So if let's say in your description you have your name, Philomena Chai there, so once you go YouTube search for Philomena Chai, all your video with that description will pop up as well.
Well, I should learn from you. Like we have personal call later. We will get some tips from you. Tips from you. So okay, so looks like you're quite busy with editing, and how many hours do you spend in a week to spend on video editing, and how about your actual sales? How do you balance it? How do you balance your time?
Okay, to edit a video, because I'm a negotiator, so my time should be focusing on generating sales. So to edit a video, it will usually takes you, if you are newbies, it will take you half a day or a day time. Some has even gone up to 2 days. Okay, it will help you a lot by doing. What will help you in editing a video a lot is if you know very well what kind of video you want in the end result. If you know very well, then it will help you a lot into editing. Okay, so usually a video it takes you half day, a day, or 2 days. For those who are very good in editing, they can do it in an hour time, 2 hours time, because they know very well what they need to do. But as a sales professional, you can start by editing your own video. But if you are planning to do it consistently, I would suggest you to engage a professional to do it for you, because video editing is pretty time consuming. Time consuming, yeah.
So wait, so for you that you have like your agents for them that which is very new like that, they take 2 days, 3 days to edit, and then do you sit down with them, or they do it on their own?
They do it on their own, because nowadays it's so easy to edit your videos. You can get everything from YouTube. If they really don't know on certain things, I can actually do a Zoom with them to show them, or we can even record a screen by showing them step by step.
I suppose so. Yeah.
So it's not hard. It's easy, and I'm also learning. Some of them are even better than me when it comes to video editing. Yeah.
So, okay, another question. Okay, so what is your advice on the length of the video? How many minutes do you think that we don't go beyond how many minutes like that for video, for real estate video? Do you think 7 minutes, 5 minutes?
In YouTube, a quality video, if I'm not wrong, has to be 3 minutes and above. Anything below 3 minutes, right? It will probably affect your scoring system in YouTube, especially those videos that is less than a minute. Usually, your video is not going to be shown to a lot of audience out there. Okay. But for audience out there, most of the people, they would prefer a shorter time frame. A shorter time frame. So this is where you try to strike a balance. Whether your video should be delivered to people who are serious in that property, who are really interested in that property, because for those who are interested in that properties, they don't mind giving 8 to 10 minutes time watching the whole video. But for someone who has just an interest, who just want to know about your property, they may always comment that your video is too lengthy. So for me, I would suggest the video not to be more than 10 minutes. Depends on the size of the house. If that house is huge, like I mentioned, you need to take 10 minutes time.
Just like one of the bungalow house that you managed to shoot the 9 rooms bungalow houses. It takes you that video. I think it's about 7 minutes, right?
7 minutes, yeah, I think so.
Yeah, somewhere around 7 minutes. I watched until the end. I said, "Wow, this house is."
Thank you very much.
Peter really showcased the whole house. And then
Right.
I was like enjoying it. I watched until the end. I said, wow, I also have dream house lah. This one, 9 rooms.
Thank you very much. And if someone, if most of the people who watch your video, they watch finish your whole video, that is also going to help in terms of your scoring system.
Yes,
yeah.
yes. I have another question to ask you before. I think we spent almost about 40 minutes here. There are a few more questions I want to ask you. So do you have any special equipment do you use to record your video?
Special equipments. Well, if you want to record a professional video, the best way is to engage a videographer. Look for a videographer that can partner with you for long term. Okay. If let's say you are recording yourself, like I shared with you about my negotiator, my associate who record a video with InShot, everything through the phone.
Okay.
From the phone. But for real estate video, if you have the capital, I would suggest you to invest in stabilizer.
Okay.
If you are doing a lot of landed houses or industrial, commercial, I would advise you to invest in a drone.
Okay.
That can showcase the whole location.
Whole area.
That's the beauty of in Malaysia. We still can show a lot of drone shot, but in a lot of countries it's very restricted. But in Malaysia, we are still able to do that. Yeah. So invest in good phones, because nowadays phones, right, the video quality is amazing.
Correct.
Phone, they can shoot a wide angle and you can shoot so many things with a phone.
Yes. Yeah, very good tip. So,
and lastly, a mic. The mic is very important. Whether your voice, your sound is clear to deliver the message, that is very important.
Do you buy any particular brand mic, or there's one called Syntec, something like that? Somebody trying to introduce to me, but I'm not sure yet. Is that one a good one?
I think for mic, right? Mics that is less than 100 ringgit is good enough. Just depends on if you want it wireless or if you want it with wire. If you don't mind using a wire mic, right, with less than 100, you are able to get a very good mic that can deliver a very clear message. But some mic can go up to 500 to 1,000 for the wireless mic, and some has even memory to record the voice, then transfer it to your phone in the later stage. Yeah.
I have a very experienced videographer agent actually also PM me directly, and then said, hey, ask Peter on this kind of message, this kind of question. So I asked you, this is from him. I think he's in this live. He said that how much do you spend to produce a video, or any good tips on how to collaborate with a videographer?
So for video, right, I spend roughly around 1,000 ringgit, 800 to 1,000 ringgit. So that is what we spend in the video. So if you want to collaborate and get a good rate, right, I think one thing that we can we can work out with the videographer is if we are a team of people that we want to produce a video, we can deliver quantity. Monthly we can deliver quantity. And one thing that we can work very well with videographer is most of the time they shoot in the weekend. The peak is the weekend for them. That is where they have the events. That is where they have the weddings to shoot. So for us, we don't have to shoot in the weekend. We shoot in the weekday. So weekday is usually an off peak for the videographer, and some of them they can actually spare some time to shoot a video. So it actually doesn't affect their usual routine. So that is something that we can work out with a good videographer, with a videographer partner as well.
Very good answer that you have. Okay, my next question to you, Peter. Okay, why PropNex? Okay, and what are your biggest improvement that you see in yourself since you joined PropNex?
Okay, I love PropNex. I love the cultures and the trainings. In fact, before I joined PropNex, I was looking for a company, a platform where I can grow a team, because that is my goal. I want to grow a team, but I want to look for a platform that my associates and my partners are going to benefit a lot. Having they are able to learn a lot of things. Sadly, in real estate world, it's hard to find a company with a culture of sharing. It's hard to find. So I found PropNex. I love how I love the sharing culture. The trainings has added a lot of value to us, but the sharing culture is where it makes the trainings amazing, because everyone is sharing. And I remember there was a time where you were visiting KL, right? I even requested you to do a sharing for my team, and you said you agreed to it right away. So that is what I love about PropNex. Everyone is so willing to share. And same goes to other leaders and top producers who are willing to share. And the beauty of online world is now is we can share around throughout everywhere just by going online. So that makes the sharing culture even more amazing, because we can learn from so many of the top producers, not only in Malaysia but in Singapore as well. So this is what a company with a strong culture is where we can build a long-lasting organization and team. And this sharing culture is so hard to build in the company.
Correct.
It's so hard to build. So that is why I chosen PropNex. I made the right decision by choosing PropNex.
Yeah, so me as well. When I first time when I visited Singapore, and also visited Singapore, people there are so humble, and then they are bosses, big bosses, but they are very humble. And then the culture is so different. The culture is so different. Okay, few more questions. Okay, we have already spent almost 45 minutes here together.
Wow, time passes so fast.
Correct. 45 minutes. Two more questions. Okay, any advice for those agents that newly joined into this industry?
For new agents who join into this industry, I think one thing that helped me a lot in my first year as an agent is to treat this like your own business. Don't treat it like a job. Don't wait for the leaders to be telling you what to do. You treat it like a business, and think of it like a businessman. That how am I going to grow this business? How am I going? What is the marketing channel? What is the advertisement channel for me to get my products, my listings to be marketed out to the people? And what are the people searching for? Where are these people going to see me, see my presence in the social media, in traditional platform? Where are they going to see me? So treat it like your own business. Treat it like a business that you can't give any reason to fail. Because I believe that in real estate, right, anyone can succeed in this business. It's just that whether you have a growth mindset or a fixed mindset. If you have a fixed mindset, even though you close a deal, you still think that this business is not right for you. But if you have a growth mindset, if you haven't closed a deal for 2 months, you will still look for ways to close that deal, because you know that you will succeed in this industry. And always remember, for the new agents out there, is new negotiators out there, we are in a people business. So whatever we do, we have to build relationship and trust. Always remember, we are in people business, because the day when you start real estate is the day when you start getting involved in relationship with your clients, your trust. Okay, so if you do this well, then you are creating your branding, like Philomena. So I love a lot about Philomena, because she has such a strong branding in KK. So we are in a people business. The most important thing is for people to trust you, to like you, and to deliver your promise to them. That's my advice to the new agents in the industry.
I like your advice. That's the thing. Some agents, as I said, either you fix mindset. Either they just have a mindset of, I can say positive or negative lah. Okay, probably exactly. So positive or negative. So at this moment, so all those new agents that join in the real estate industry, okay, keep moving there, 加油. Okay, I think yes, and then PropNex has a very good platform for us to keep on pushing with each other, you know, to encourage with each other. So
Yes.
these are PropNex culture. So hey, I forgot to ask you, Peter. I forgot to ask your GTA, your geographic target area. Where is your area in KL side? Are you in Bangsa, Ang Pao?
My GTA is Damansara, Bangsa, Damansara and Bangsa area, and I focus mainly on high-end properties like bungalows and high-rise condos, which is a large-size condo, which is 2,000 square feet and above.
Oh, okay. Wow.
So these are my focus.
Okay.
Yeah.
So audience, if you have time later, go and look for Malaysia Property TV, which is under Peter here. So Peter, we have spent our time almost 1 hour. Okay,
Why?
Yeah, almost 1 hour here, and then I'm so grateful that you come live together with me and share your tips, you know, tips on effective real estate video. So
thanks for having me.
No problem. So for those who wants to explore more, okay, please tune in into Peter's YouTube channel, which is the Malaysia Property TV. Okay, and then from there you can even look into all his video and all your team's video there.
Yeah.
So for anything, you can PM Peter at your Facebook, Peter Seow, right? Okay,
yes.
Peter Seow. Okay. So it's a good sharing from Peter, and then next week we have another sharer. Hopefully we can get as good as Peter. Okay, as good as Peter. Yes, and then hopefully we will see Peter again in our next sharing, maybe another 1 or 2 months. Probably he has another new video or on another new tips to share with us. So Peter, thank you very much for tonight.
Thank you, Philo. Thank you for having me.
No problem. Thank you so much for.
Thank you. I enjoyed the whole session very much, Philo.
Hey, no problem. Yeah. So hopefully we can meet each other. Okay, either in KL or in KK very soon. Okay, so have a good night. Thank you, Peter, again.
Good night to everyone. Good night, Philo. Take care.
So thank you. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye.
Bye-bye.